Okay, March 9th, November 11, 24. No, I'm sorry, November. Good start. Numbers 11:24 through 13:33. So Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord, and he gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people and placed them around the tabernacle. Then the Lord came down from the cloud and spoke to him and took of the spirit that was upon him and placed the same upon the 70 elders. And it happened when the spirit rested upon them that they prophesied, although they never did again. But two men had remained in the camp. The name of one was Eliad, and the other name was Medad, and the Spirit rested upon them. Now they were among those listed, but who had not gone out to the tabernacle, yet they prophesied in the camp. And as a young man ran and told Moses and said, Eliad and Moad are prophesying in the camp. So Joshua, son of Nun, Moses' assistant, one of the choice men, answered and said to Moses, Moses, my Lord, forbid them. And Moses said to them, are you zealous for my sake, or that all the Lord's people were, or oh, that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his spirit upon them? And Moses returned to the camp, he and the elders of Israel. I'm reading that and I'm thinking after Jesus came and the Holy Spirit came upon us, um, once we believed that this was something Moses wanted. You know, Um, now wind went out from the Lord, and it brought quail from the sea and left them fluttering near the camp, about a day's journey on this side, and about a day's journey on the other side, all around the camp, and about 2 cubits above the surface of the ground. And the people stayed up all that day and night, and the next day, and gathered the quail. He who gathered least gathered 10 omers, and they spread them out for themselves all around the camp. But while the meat was still between their teeth before it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was aroused against the people, and the Lord struck the people with a very great plague. So he called the name of that place Kibon Hadavah, because they buried the people who had yielded to craving. From Kibosh Hadavah, the people moved to Hazeroth and camped at Hazeroth. Then Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. So they said, has the Lord indeed spoken only through Moses? Has he not spoken through us also? And the Lord heard it. Now the man Moses was very humble, more than all the men who were on the face of the earth. Suddenly the Lord said to Moses, Aaron and Miriam, come out, you three, to the tabernacle of meeting. And so they came out. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud and stood at the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both went forward. And he said, hear now my words. If there is a prophet among you, I, the Lord myself, make known to make him in a vision. I speak to him in a dream. Not so with my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. I speak with him face to face, even plainly, and not in dark sayings. And he sees the form of the Lord. Why then are you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? So the anger of the Lord was aroused against them, and he departed. And when the cloud departed from above the tabernacle, suddenly Miriam became leprous, as white as snow. Then Aaron turned toward Miriam, and there she was, a leper. So Aaron said to Moses, oh, my Lord, please do not lay this sin on us, in which we have done foolishly, and in which we have sinned. Please do not let her be as one dead, whose flesh is half consumed when he comes out of his mother's womb. So Moses cried out to the Lord, saying, please heal her, O God, I pray. Then the Lord said to Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, would she not be shamed for 7 days? Let her be shut out of the camp 7 days, and afterwards she may be received again. So Miriam was shut out of the camp for 7 days, and the people did not journey till Miriam was brought in again. And afterwards the people moved from Hazeroth and camped in the wilderness of Paran. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Send men to spy out the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the children of Israel. From each tribe of their fathers you shall send a man, every one a leader among them. So Moses sent them from the wilderness of Paran, according to the command of the Lord, all them men who were heads of the children of Israel. Now these were the names: from the tribe of Reuben, Shenamah, the son of Zachar; from the tribe of Simeon, Shephati, the son of Hori; from the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Janapash; from the tribe of Issachar, Eli, the son of Joseph; from the tribe of Ephraim, Hosha, the son of Nun; from the tribe of Benjamin, Pali, son of Raphu; from the tribe of Zebulun, Gadel, the son of Zodi. Um, from the tribe of Joseph, that is, from the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi, the son of Sadi; and from the tribe of Dan, Amiel, the son of Gamaliel; from the tribe of Asher, Shetha, the son of Michael, Michael; from the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, the son of Roshis; from the tribe of Gad, Gaul, son of Mahi. These are the names of the men of whom Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea, the son of Nun, Joshua. Then Moses sent them out to the land of Canaan and said to them, Go up this way into the south and go up into the mountains to see what the land is like, whether the people who dwell there are strong or weak, for few or many, whether the land they dwell in is good or bad, or whether the cities they inhabit are like camps or like strongholds, whether the land is rich or poor, and whether there are forests there or not. Be of good courage and bring some of the fruit of the land. Now, the time was in season for the first ripe grapes. So they went up and spied out the land from the wilderness of Zin as far as Rahab, near the entrance of Hamath. And they went through the south and came to Hebron, Asham, Shashi, and Talamai. The descendants of Anak were there. Now Hebron and was built 7 years before Zon in Egypt. Then they came to the valley of Eshcol, and there they cut down a branch with a clump of grapes. They carried it between two of them on a pole. They also brought some of the pomegranates and figs. The place was called the Valley of Eshcol because of the clusters which the men of Israel cut down there. And they returned from spying out the land after 40 days. Now they departed and came back to Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. They brought back word with them to all the congregation and showed them the fruit of the land. Then they told them and said, We went into the land where you sent us. It truly flows with milk and honey, and there is fruit. Nevertheless, the people who dwell in the land are strong. The cities are fortified and very long. Moreover, we saw descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south. The Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites dwell in the mountains. And the Canaanites dwell by the sea and among the banks of the Jordan. Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses, said, Let's go up at once and take possession, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men who had gone up with him said, We are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they gave the children of Israel a bad report of the land which they had spied out, saying, The land, though which we have gone as spies, is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are men of great stature. There we saw the giants, the descendants of Anak, and from the giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight. Mark 14:22 through 52. And as they were eating, Jesus took the bread and blessed it and broke it and gave it to them and said, Take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they drank from it. And he said to them, This is my blood of the new covenant, which is shed for many. Assuredly, I say to you, I will no longer drink of the fruit of the vine until the day in which I drink it anew in the kingdom of God. And when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. Then Jesus said to them, all of you will be made to stumble because of me this night. For it is written, I will strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered. But after I have been raised, I will go before you to Galilee. Peter said to him, even if all are made to stumble, yet I will not be. Jesus said to him, surely I say to you that today, even this night, before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. But he spoke more vehemently, saying, I will die with you. I will not deny you. And they all said likewise. Then they came to the place which was named Gethsemane, and he said to his disciples, sit here while I pray. And he took Peter, James, and John with him, and he began to be troubled and deeply distressed. Then he said to them, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even to death. Stay here and watch. He went a little further and fell on the ground and prayed that if it were possible, this hour might pass from him. And he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible for you. Take this cup away from me. Nevertheless, nor what I will, but what you will. And I just want to say on that, Jesus wanted this to pass. He did not want to go through this, but he gave it to the will of the Father. And it goes back to what we read in the Old Testament, talking about the sacrifice, that it was a picture that for justification, because blood is life. Um, Jesus had to give up his life to be the final atoning sacrifice for us in this final covenant. And he said, not what I will, but what you will. And what father wouldn't take his son away from that if he could? And it just couldn't be done because God's just. And this had to be completed. Then he came and found them sleeping and said to Peter, Simon, are you sleeping? Could you not even watch for 1 hour? Watch and pray, lest you enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Again he went away and prayed and spoke the same words. And when he returned, he found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy, and they did not know what to answer him. Then he came the third time and said to them, are you still sleeping and resting? It is enough. The hour has come. Behold, the Son of Man is to be betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going to see my betrayer is at hand. And immediately, while he was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12, with the great multitude, with swords and clubs, came from the chief priests and scribes and the elders. Now his betrayer had given them a signal, saying, whoever I kiss, he is the one. Seize him and lead him away safely. As soon as he had come, immediately went up to him and said to him, Rabbi, Rabbi, and kissed him. Then they laid their hands on him and took him. And the one of those who stood by drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest and cut off his ear. Then Jesus answered and said to them, have you come out against a robber with swords and clubs to take me? I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and you did not seize me, but the scriptures must be fulfilled. Then they all forsook him and fled. Now a certain young man followed him, having a linen cloth thrown around his naked body, and the young man laid hold of him, and he left the linen cloth and fled from them naked. Psalms 52, 1-9. This is from David, a compilation from David. When Doge the Edomite went out and told Saul and said to him, David has done what David had done to the house of Amalek. So just kind of a background on that is when David was running from Saul, he went to, I think it's No, and it was a community of priests, and that's where they kept the Ark of the Tabernacle. And David said that he was on king's business. He told them a non-truth, which is a lie, and said that that him and his people needed bread. And the priest said, well, as long as you stayed away from women, that's fine. And he also gave him the sword of Goliath, and so he helped David. And Doeg was there. He was an Edomite, not a he wasn't Jewish, but when he went back to Saul, he told Saul about it, and Saul went back up to that village and killed the priests. Okay. Why do you boast in evil, O mighty man? What the goodness of God endures continuously. Your tongue devises destructions like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. You love evil more than good, lying rather than speaking righteousness. Selah. You love all devouring words, and you deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy you forever. He shall take you away and pluck you out of your dwelling place and uproot you from the land of the living. Selah. The righteous shall see and fear and shall laugh at him, saying, here is the man who did not make God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I will praise you forever because you have done it. And in the presence of your saints, I will wait on your name, for it is good. Proverbs 11, 1 through 3. Dishonest scales are an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride comes, then comes shame, but with the humble is wisdom. The integrity of the upright will guide him, but the perversity of the unfaithful will destroy them. All right. See you tomorrow.